All right, look, you can literally be the best trader in the world, but if you don't do this one thing right, you're still just gonna lose money. And most of you don't even know about it. This guy here said, how much do you typically put into each stock? This is the big question that causes so many people to lose money. And I'm gonna show you the exact method and equation that I use to size into my trades every single day after trading for over 8 years. Step 1 is identifying how much you're actually going to risk per trade. We'll use a $5,000 account as our example. Now, the general rule of thumb is to not risk more than 0.5% of your account per trade. So on a $5,000 account, that means you should not be risking any more than $25 per trade. Does that mean you're taking $25 positions? Of course not. It just means if you do take a loss, you're not gonna lose more than $25. And you'll see why this is so important here in a minute. Now, as you know, if you are underneath $25,000, you have to trade on a cash account if you want to trade more than 3 times a week. So every time you execute a trade, your funds are not settled till the next trading day. So by sizing around that 0.5% number, you allow yourself to take multiple trades a day, no problem. Your R value is 25. Now let's just say the stock you're trading is at $1.15 and this is going to be your entry price, $1.15. Most of you aren't going to want to hear this next part, but you have to have a stop loss, otherwise you can't size properly. You're gambling. Let's just say in this example, your stop loss is $1.10. What we're going to do is find the difference between our entry and our stop loss, which in this case is 5 cents a share. Now this is where most traders mess up. They'll open up a calculator and type in their risk per trade, which is $25. And then they'll divide that by their risk per share, which in this case is 5 cents, which gives us 500 shares, which is not a wrong answer. This is actually correct. You would take 500 shares here. The issue is it is 2025 and this takes way too long. So what you're actually going to do is go to ChatGPT or Google Gemini and type in, make me a table that shows me my number of shares I can take in a trade based on a $25 risk per trade. Of course, you will change this to whatever yours is and show me in intervals of 5 cents. After that, you'll get this perfect position size calculation table. That way it shows you the exact amount of shares to take in intervals of 5 cents a share. Now, what I suggest doing with that table is creating hotkeys with your most common risk amounts. For example, let's just say 5, 10, 20, 30, 50, etc. Whatever your most common risk per share is. And then just have that table next to you so you know what button to be pressing. Or you can print that table out and use it to size manually into your trades. If you don't want to use hotkeys, I highly suggest using hotkeys, though that way you have a leg up on everybody else. I know this all sounds so simple, but the sad thing is most traders don't even know about it. And what I can tell you is random inputs give you random results. If you're just sizing randomly with no real system, there's no chance of probability working in your favor because the averages don't even have a chance to work out. So start sizing the right way, stop gambling, and good luck.